Okay, so he is finally releasing. This is the same session. And now that we're talking to each other, and well, now we're looking at him, but he's already started releasing. He'll probably have the third eyelid go around. Oh, he's letting it rip. He's shaking. He's doing good. This is what you're supposed. This is a full release. You can't get a better release than what you're seeing right now. Oh, rock on. Yay! And for anybody else watching this, you don't want to do this kind of thing. You don't want to do it more than, on an average, once a week, unless you've studied it and you know what to look for, because you can overdo it and you can cause them to be really sore. Acupressure can take, acupuncture, all it can take up to 3 days to continue going through the body. So you don't want to overdo it and make them sore. Plus, Zeus here is going through rehab for his stifles and for his hocks are fusing. So he's had a lot going on. He's got ring bone in the front. He's just got a lot. He says, I got a lot to get over.
And he had injections in all of them.
Injections in all of them. Now, the injections were steroid? They were for inflammation,
that
right?
He had for the hocks versus the ring bone were different. The ones in the back, I don't know the name of them, but I know those are only, those injections will only kill the pain. That's the only reason.
They're painkillers, okay.
Right. The ones in the front are supposed to help kill the pain, but they're also supposed to promote some sort of healthy something or other. I don't know.
That's okay.
Can't give him those injections in all 4 because otherwise you have a risk of founder, is what the vet told me. And then one of the stifles was injected, his left, because it has a little bit of fluid. The right didn't hardly have, it didn't have any fluid, so they didn't inject the right stifle. But right now, because the hocks are so crappy and have been so crappy, that has affected the stifles and they're very weak. So that's why we have to do exercises to help. Nothing necessarily wrong with the stifles,
right?
But it's a muscle that he's just not using.
Right.
So now we have to build them back up again.
Well, and when you don't have use of, when you're not using one muscle a lot, you tend to compensate in a different area of the body, which causes more tension throughout. So from head to toe, it's a head to toe, and that's why we did the bladder meridian today.
And some days he's like really like picking them up and over those poles out there, and then, you know, other days he's like, not so much. So,
you know, I'd like you to hold this for one more second. I'm going to show you one more thing when he's not so much, okay? Now, I remember when I came out. Now, it feels good to know that there was no fluid in the right hock, because that happens to be the side that I was, you know, checking out when I was here last time in the day. And I never did get to the other side because it was so cold. We offered the head with so, yay, I didn't miss it. One of the areas, everybody, I want to show you, when he's not lifting him up as much, all of this back here is going to cause this hair.
Right.
I asked you that night, I said he had a sore back, and I asked you when you went if they checked out his back. Even though there may not be anything wrong with the back, it doesn't mean that there can't be soreness there and discomfort, which can cause, you know, when we get soreness through here, it's hard to get the leg.
Right.
Well, it's all attached. So one of the things I want to show you is where the croup is. And the croup, light it up. Bear with me, baby. You're going to go to your pelvic bone here, and go right up and over, okay? And it's right in between at the spine. It's also where your sacrum is at. Your sacrum is actually just a titch back. But you're going to take your whole hand, and you're just going to lightly rest it. And I'm going to have you practice on me here in a second. You're going to lightly rest it on that area. And if you have to stand on one of your steps, now you're taller than I am.
Yeah.
So if it's not, you don't want any strain in your arm whatsoever. Okay, you don't want my hand is shaking right now because I'm holding it up and over and I've got shoulder issues. Well, you're going to hold mainly you want your palm over it, because that is where you're going to be generating your emotion. Emotion generates energy. Energy generates heat, friction. It's science, people. It is what it is. It's not bullharkus. It's science. And what's going to happen is that's going to help him to release that tension in this area. And you know what? I'm going to suggest for you to do this before you exercise him.
Okay.
Okay? Do his pole release.
Uh-huh.
And let go of the watch. Turn your phone off.
Okay.
Turn it off. If you have to leave a message for everybody that says, I'm medicating Zeus. or at least turn the ringer off. And that way you can focus on him 100% because you need to. Otherwise, the energy's not going to flow through the body, just like a conduit, just like a plug.
How long do you stay like that?
Up to him.
Okay,
Up to
gotcha.
him. And that's why I say
Gotcha.
throw away the clock.
Okay.
That's why I set my alarms, because I don't know. Watch his nares, watch his eyes, but with him especially, watch those lips. He's very vocal, body language with his mouth. All that twitching and moving, he doesn't do it until he's ready for relief. Then his eyes start to move. That right there is huge, and then if you want to walk away, you can.
Okay.
Okay?
Gotcha.
And then give him 15 minutes, and then take him out and do his exercises.
Okay.
Okay? That'll make it easier.
All
That
right.
should help a lot.
Okay.
Oh, buddy.
I can do that.
I'm going to take off, buddy. I got to go. I could stay here all day doing this, but I got to go. Thank you so much.